Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about grooming down there. So let's get into it. I think when you're talking about grooming that area, it's more like, do I keep it neat and clean because I'm dating somebody? Or do I let it go natural because it's just me and I'm living the single life? I think that's a big misconception too, is that you only keep it groomed. You only keep your vaginal area groomed if you're in a relationship, which I don't think is true. Mainly because I know friends that talk about, grooming down there and they keep it clean even if they are in a relationship, or they just let it be natural even though they might be having sex with multiple people or in a relationship with somebody. It just kind of depends, I think, on the person. Obviously, as does any other choice, depends on the person making the choice. So when I first started thinking about what I should do about my area down there, it was a lot of thinking about who's gonna see this, and that answer was just me. Because I believe when I first started thinking about anything of that sort, I was in middle school. I think I remember in middle school at a basketball practice, some of us girls were talking about grooming our areas and what we do, and I wasn't comfortable with my body in middle school 100%. So I never wore short shorts. I never went swimming without like a swim skirt on, so I'd have like my bathing suit and then like another skirt over it because I was just so uncomfortable with like stretch marks and my thighs and my ass and everything like that. So I had no reason to really keep that area clean and like neat around the bikini line because it wasn't ever showing, and I wasn't dating anybody. It wasn't anywhere close to having some guy see me down there. So why would I think to groom it? Like I said, it came up in a locker room one time after like basketball practice or a game, and some of the girls were like, oh, I keep it really clean because my boyfriend will see it, or I'm always at the pool, I'm a lifeguard and I'm always wearing bikinis or whatever, and they always kept it clean. I'm like, should I be doing that? Should I be keeping it clean? Another big thing that kind of influenced my decision on whether I should keep my bikini area clean or not was watching Sex and the City, actually. I remember an episode of Sex and the City where the girls were talking about whether it's in or not to have a clean vaginal area or a totally like natural one, and that it was almost a trend. And I'm like, how are you supposed to know what the trend is? Like, is there a magazine or a website I should be looking to tell me whether or not I should be shaving it all bare, leaving a little landing strip, or just keeping it natural, keeping a natural bush? So that's another way I was learning about all those kind of things. And Sex and the City is definitely not a great source of information because, one, it's just a TV show. And two, these are also adult women that have their own lives. I mean, meaning they live in their own spaces. They're not living at their parents' house. They have the money to afford these things, or so the TV show seems. So for me, Sex and the City was not the thing I should have been watching for actual advice on how things worked. But nonetheless, I watched it anyways, and it's a great show and I still watch it, so meh. So what it came down to decide if I really wanted to upkeep that area was, am I going to be swimming at all? The answer is probably no. The answer, I think, was no. Will my boyfriend see this? I don't think he did for a while. So I don't think I really did anything right away. But as we got more into the sexually active stage, I definitely think I shaved like everything. And that was a mistake because I'm like, this isn't cute. I have a lot of like razor bumps and everything coming up, and on the first day, even after I'm shaving it, like it's so itchy, and I'm like, I can't walk around like this with an itchy all the time. After I dated for a while, I think I decided to just let it grow naturally, or just at least keep the bikini line trimmed up, because I didn't like it, very unruly and all over the place. But now it's pretty much the same thing. I'm like, well, I've been dating this guy for about 8 years and I'm comfortable and he's comfortable, so why do I feel like I need to shave or wax just for him. And I don't feel like that, and I never really felt like that. Whenever I chose a different grooming path for myself and for my bikini area, it was because I wanted to. And one of the mistakes I made was doing an at-home wax kit. Oh my gosh. Unless you know what you're doing, and unless you've waxed other parts of yourself before, maybe don't try this, because the hair down there is so much different than the hair on your legs, the hair on your head, the hair on your armpits, anywhere else. It's so like coarse, and it's got like really grippy roots, so it just like sticks in your skin even more. We're getting into so much detail here about hair. But the way the wax went on, it hurt almost, because it's hot wax, obviously. It's like a little kit of wax in a little bowl. You heat it up like in the microwave. And then, you know, with the little like stir stick thing, you get some, plop it on you, like smooth it around, smooth the wax paper down, let it sit there for a little bit, and then rip. I swear, not even a good patch came off. Like, it was not worth it in the end. And it's like you almost need somebody else to help you out, which I tried. I tried doing it on my own, and then I got my boyfriend to help me out with it, and he couldn't figure it out either. And it was just a mess. So unless you really know what you're doing, I recommend not doing that. It's not for the faint of heart, for sure. Probably like the last like big thing I've tried to do. I remember even just starting to shave down there, and that was a mistake too, because like I said, I just got so many like razor bumps from it that it was uncomfortable. And I tried every like soothing method out there, and they didn't really work either. It was more like, pretend this is working. Pretend that you can't feel still all those little bumps, and every time your underwear just moves the wrong way, it's like, no, everything's on fire. And what I do now basically is just keep the bikini area trimmed and the rest of it kind of trimmed up as well. I don't want it to get super unruly, because for some reason, especially during the time I have my period, it just like hurts almost. And like you just like touch the hair down there and you're just like kind of like cringe. Like if you, so weird, but if you pull like the tampon string out while you're also pulling like the hair on your vagina, that really hurts. Whenever you're deciding what works best for you, just try it out. I mean, that's what I did. And that's kind of my rule in life about everything, is to just try it out. Like, how are you gonna know what you like and what works for you? I say this in every video, but it's true. So maybe I just keep repeating myself to like drill it into other people's brains, but like keep doing what works for you. Don't listen to somebody else. Like if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend telling you like, you need to shave it all off, or I like it when you put a heart design down there, don't listen to them. I mean, if you've got that kind of relationship where they do things for you, you do things for them that turn them on, whatever, that's great. But if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. Just say, no, I like stars instead, so I'm going to shave it into a star and you can deal with it. And for me, just shaving in general sucks. Like, I love the feeling of after you've shaved. Like, after I've had my legs shaved, they just feel so smooth and so nice. But the process of actually shaving your legs is quite unbearable sometimes. And then when it comes to down there, it's like, don't hurt yourself, cool it down a bit. I don't know. But what I really want to try someday is like getting waxed by a professional, like actually going into a salon and having somebody else do it. But it also just kind of makes me nervous, because it's like somebody else is down there and it's not me and it's not my partner, and are they going to be comfortable with what they see or smell or witness? But when I do get it done, maybe I'll take a camera with me and we can all experience that together. You can see, or I guess hear, what having a professional wax you sounds like. And like I said, shaving sucks, but I just prefer most of my body areas to be more clean shaven. So like I will try to shave my armpits like once a week, maybe twice if I'm feeling lucky. If we're gonna be more honest, it's probably more like every 2 weeks. And then for my legs, I really try to do that like every 2 weeks or at least once a month. And again, the once a month is being very, very honest. Like, I don't want to show you my legs, but they are hairy. And again, I don't really wear a lot of shorts or dresses that show off my legs. So I think that's why I keep them hairier and natural is because I'm not wearing things that show that off. And not everybody likes to shave, and there's no rule that says you have to shave. I mean, society tells women that they should probably have clean shaven legs all the time and clean shaven armpits, but I don't think you need to. Society's not feeling your legs, so you do what works for you. Okay, so we're gonna do some cat eyeliner, maybe. So here we go. Okay, that turned out pretty well, yeah. And now the trick is to go back in with the same hand, but on the other eye, which is at a completely different angle than what you did it at this one, but you're trying to get the same angle that you made this one at, which usually F's up this one. So I never used to do this kind of makeup look at all, using like a liquid eyeliner to make like a cat eye, because it would make me so nervous, and I used to mess up all the time. And I still do, I still mess up, but I used to be like, how do all the other girls do it? There must be like a secret tip. And of course I'd watch YouTube videos, but I'm like, I still can't do it. But now, after practicing, years and years of practicing, I get it pretty good. Not exact. I don't think anybody can get it like exact unless you're using some like high quality stuff. But I feel like for the average person, you know, if you just keep practicing, you're all good. And so like even now, they're not perfect. Like this eye definitely doesn't match this one. And then I had to fix this one because this one got winged out way too far. And so I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back in with eye makeup remover. So I'll just make this one just as long. And then I got this one longer. I'm like, do I make this one longer? And now it's up here. And this is why I don't do this often, because it takes too much of my time. So now that that is taken care of, we can do some mascara. And I am running low on my mascara, so it's like, obviously you can't tell, but like nothing is coming out on this wand anymore. I need to get to a beauty like makeup store, and I was just at Ulta over the weekend and I didn't get anything. My makeup is just testing my patience today. Okay, but this finished look. Oh, no it's not, I lied. We need a little glitter first. Taking again my Velvet Touch eyeshadow from e.l.f. I'm really seeming to love this, even though I've only used like 1, 2, messed around in 3 palettes. And it goes on so smoothly. Like when you start using it, it's like, it looks almost like it's a powder, but then it kind of breaks down more into like this mushier texture. And that's when you really start to see the power of the product come through, because all of a sudden it just glides on your brush and then glides onto your eyelids so nicely. And I'm just noticing again, like liquid eyeliner, like I can't win with it, but oh well. We're gonna need a little highlighter to finish this look. As much as I do love highlighter, I don't go overboard with it, because I'm not hardly ever, I'm never doing an overly like glamorous look that requires like a lot of highlighter. And I feel if I just even like put this much on, like I feel like so weird about it. I'm like, why is my face glowing this much? But it's fun though, right? Yeah. Bridge of the nose, a little extra there. On the Cupid's bow. Yes, just like that. And there is today's look. Again, the eyeliner doesn't always work for me. It usually takes a lot of patience for me to complete and a look like this. And by look, I mean complete an eyeliner like this, because it just was getting everywhere and just really testing my patience. But I'm glad we made it through. They're not perfect, they're not great, but they're there. Thanks for watching today's video about grooming down there. I know it's kind of a tricky situation to figure out whether you should shave it all off or wax it all off, or leave a little strip to show people where to go when they're down there, or maybe just leave it full bush and be natural. But do as I always say and just do what works for you. be comfortable. Thanks again for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one when we talk about another fun sex topic.